Amazing sky, natural colors, no yellow tint, high all, channel with 100x zoom. I opted for a slightly pricier SvBony SV202 8x32 binoculars from AliExpress. Selected asphalt color 8x32 8x32. I waited a bit, contemplating when to make the purchase, as I desired to take advantage of a discounted price. It ended up costing me approximately $110. On certain occasions, I observed that more affordable options were available. And in the event that there is no promotion, then they are currently priced at $150. For 8x32, well, around $120, $130. Maybe sometimes even $150. You need to look, you need to monitor every day. The set and box are completely different from those in my previous videos featuring SV40 and SV47. As you can see, the case has undergone a noticeable change. The strap, well, as they say, it is expensive, quite expensive. Well, budget friendly, but expensive. That is how the camera is, with a high price tag, which makes it unaffordable for some buyers. To tell the truth, my initial impression was that it was slightly superior to the SV47, but not by a significant margin. And that's it. But it surprised me. Believe me, for that price, I was amazed by the quality, like wow. The body, as far as I could observe, appears to be entirely composed of metal. Naturally, there is a possibility of the presence of certain plastic inserts in that area. Overall, it is made of metal. The lenses, naturally, are not moving at the moment. Take a look at the coating. It has a multi-layer coating. Rays of such a vivid ruby color emerge and can be observed in certain occurrences. Here are these binoculars or twists. They perform significantly better than the models available in the budget range. The clicking sound can be heard clearly, and it is evident that they are manufactured in a much better manner. Upon careful inspection, when I look through it, there are a few noticeable blackouts, but they are of minor importance, so we can tolerate and live with them without significant inconvenience or disruption to our daily lives. It says waterproof. Well, I think it's still quite decently waterproof. Again, I repeat, do not submerge it. Regarding, just to say a couple of words, if, for example, you have decided to gift someone a binocular, you have no idea which one to buy, you don't want to spend a lot of money, and you want to buy something relatively decent, I advise you to plan ahead. Keep an eye on AliExpress a few months before an event and search for the moment when there is a promotion happening. Believe me, this kind of thing can already be given as a gift to someone. The person will be pleasantly surprised. Now regarding its characteristics. 8x magnification, 32mm objective diameter, due to the fact that some individuals claim it is nitrogen-filled. Well, I can't verify this. Maybe the binocular was assembled in a nitrogen-filled environment. Now we read. ED. ELD stands for extra low dispersion. It signifies that your lenses are designed with a low refractive index, which helps minimize chromatic aberration and improve image quality. This signifies that the lenses are characterized by a low refractive index, indicating their ability to bend light at a reduced rate. Lenses that disperse into a spectrum diverge to a lesser extent in a different, more affordable type of glass material that is less expensive than the previous one. The advantage is that chromatic aberration is significantly reduced to a great extent. If you observe the moon during the dark hours of the day, such as at night, you will be able to perceive the vivid hue of the moon and the dimly lit sky with clarity. There will not be any colors that are unfamiliar around the moon that should not be there. Red, blue, or purple. Maybe these colors will not be very visible during the nighttime. Or if you observe, for instance, a skyscraper and there is instantly blue sky in the background, then you are able to perceive this chromatic aberration as well. In other words, the clarity and quality of the image with such glass will be much better. In relation to enlightenment, you can perceive that it is composed of multiple layers. The outer surface, I am more than confident, also has enlightenment applied to it. And I sincerely hope that there is also multi-layered enlightenment on prisms. I will shine a flashlight on them. When I peer inside, I notice that there is also some reflection occurring on the prisms that are present in the interior of the object. If you're interested in observing how this flashlight shines during the night, please write in the comments section. Perhaps I will also remove it and create a video review. Further here it says face coated. What does this mean? It means that in such a binocular there is a roof prism, and in the roof prism there is a defect. In a prism, a phase shift can happen, which can lead to the occurrence of interference, light conferences, and you will end up with areas that are more clear, less clear, more clear, less clear. To avoid this, material is applied to the prism, which I'm unsure about, probably atoms of some type of metal. And this reduces the drawbacks of prism movement and enhances the quality of the image. While looking through the binoculars, I have just noticed that in this location, I am witnessing the thread spinning around and around, continuously rotating in a mesmerizing motion. That is, in the event that these tubes are most likely still airtight, then dust and water have the potential to enter into this focusing mechanism and cause damage. So I don't know why they did it that way, that there is some kind of hole in this place. Quite odd. So behind hill, well, how on earth? The visuals I observe through this binocular are highly optimistic because its price is not in the range of $200–300, but considerably lower. Presently, examine it and formulate conclusions. Observe the stunning sky. Let's use the binoculars. The colors are completely natural, without distortions. No Japanese binoculars have such slightness. A light bluish color, and there is no yellowish tint or warmth like in Soviet binoculars. The image is remarkably clear. There is a slight amount of blurring visible at the very edge, which is caused by spherical aberration. It doesn't stand out at all. As you look through the center, and if, for example, you have binoculars that have very strong blurring at the edges, then it will be very noticeable. Similarly, if you have very strong distortion at the edges and objects are heavily vignetted, then you will also notice it very clearly. And if all of this is done in a minimal or average manner in the binoculars, meaning it is executed so well that it goes unnoticed, then you can simply focus your attention on the picture in the center, observe its sharp image, and disregard the edges completely without paying any attention to them whatsoever. The depth of field here, I would say, is somewhere around average, so you don't really need to refocus much, although you can adjust slightly for a distant distance to make the image clearer. And now look, this distance is approximately 10 meters, maybe less, maybe 8. In binoculars, you can place emphasis on a relatively short distance. At the current moment, it is approximately 5, 4, or maybe even 3 meters away from the observer's position. These plants are located right next to me, and you have the opportunity to examine them closely and see a relatively clear image. Thank you all for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss new video reviews and upcoming meetings.